lucky in that I have a really good general manager that gets to worry about those things. But I will tell you, I mean, obviously, Andrew and I talk about all of our players and all of these things, but I'll just tell you that all of these decisions, it's a business, but things take care of themselves. It works itself out, and we're just going to focus, or at least I'm going to focus on the day-to-day. And as it applies to Baker, I know he's going to do the same.
So he said that, and then this is not relevant, but it sure is interesting. Last night, Baker Mayfield tweeted the following: almost 100% Em and I just saw a UFO drop straight out of the sky on our way home from dinner. We stopped and looked at each other and asked if either of us saw it. Very bright ball of light going straight down out of the sky towards Lake Travis. Anybody else witnessed this? He tweeted that 8 hours ago. Now, this probably has no bearing whatsoever on his contract negotiation situation, but it certainly seemed worthy of showing it to you. So, having said that, let me come to you, Field Yates. The Browns have an interesting decision to make, and there are a lot of situations going on in the NFL right now they're probably taking into consideration. What are those?
So, Greeny, let's paint the case for extending Baker Mayfield right now very briefly. One, if the player performs well during the extension, it's going to eventually become a team-friendly deal in a few years. Two, you avoid a Dak Prescott situation where you're going through frustrating, drawn-out negotiations with your quarterback and playing year to year. And I get those. But I think the Jared Goff and Carson Wentz trades that aren't even official yet but have been consummated are cautionary tales right now for the Cleveland Browns. Let me be clear. Baker Mayfield was outstanding last year. And I'm not saying he's not going to continue to be really good, but he has been more up and down than somebody like Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson, who were no doubt about it extensions. If I'm the Browns, maybe I'm tapping the brakes right now, letting this play out one more year, which can be a benefit for not just the team, but Baker himself as well in the long term.
So let's be clear what we're saying here. 3 years into your career is the earliest a team can extend a contract. They're not obligated to. They can pick up the fifth-year option and control him for a minimum of 2 more years without even getting the franchise tag involved. Those are the options in front of them. Right now, Rob Ninkovich, are you ready, if you're the Browns, to sort of look at this like a relationship? Are you ready to marry Baker Mayfield and spend the rest of your lives together?
Got to pump the brakes. I need 1 more year. Just pump the brakes here on a long-term extension. There's a few things that I would like to see improve from Baker, and that's basically just drop back passing. And you look at play action pass and all those things that work together with the running game. Yes, he does great at moving the ball down the field with a great methodical running game and play action pass. But when they have to throw the ball and you know he's throwing the ball, he struggles a bit. He's bottom of the league when it comes to straight drop back passes. And when he throws the ball 30 to 40 times a game, it's not a good thing. So I would need to see a little bit more development in just purely the passing game, because if I'm going to pay you a lot of money, I want a quarterback that I can rely on and back passes and know he's going to put the ball where it needs to be.
All right, so we're 0 for 2 so far. Canty, how about you?
No, I'm agreeing with both of those guys. I'm not paying Baker Mayfield this offseason. He's not the quarterback in the 2018 draft class that's going to get an extension this summer. I think Baker Mayfield has to be more consistent. In the first 3 years for Baker, it's been too much of a roller coaster. And in the NFL, you want your quarterback to be a stabilizing force, and you also want him to be a force multiplier. What I mean by that is making everybody around you better, elevating the talent level around you. The Cleveland Browns has done a great job of being able to surround Baker with the talent, but we know once you pay that quarterback, you're going to start losing pieces. You're going to start losing some of your talent base, so your quarterback has to be able to elevate the play of the guys that are stepping in. Baker Mayfield hasn't shown me that he can consistently do that, and so that's the part that I'm looking for in terms of the evolution of his game.
To be clear, in that draft class, we're talking about Josh Allen in Buffalo. I assume you're ready to marry him.
Absolutely.
And Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. And then you've got Darnold and Rosen, and that was that class. And how the UFO factors into all of this, I suppose, remains to be seen. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.